Chapter 8, Solar Radiation, Heat Balance and Temperature. In this, today we will discuss about the heat budget only. From the foregoing discussion and the videos, it has been clear to you that the earth has been continuously receiving solar energy. Most of it received at the earth's surface in form of short wave solar radiation, where it converts into heat by the process of absorption. And it is also true that through the long wave terrestrial radiation, earth sends the same amount of energy back to the space, except for a small amount of energy stored as fossil fuels. Among all these things, most important and interesting thing is that earth has been receiving solar energy continuously in form of sun rays. We are also called solar radiations. Earth as a whole does not accumulate or lose heat, it maintains its temperature. This can happen only if the amount of heat received in the form of insolation equal to the amount of lost energy by earth through terrestrial radiation. But there is a balance exists that between the amount of insolation received from the sun and the outgoing terrestrial radiation returned to the space. In the absence of such balance, earth would be getting progressively hotter and progressively cooler. This balance between the incoming insolation and outgoing terrestrial radiation is called heat budget. In absence of this, the such a balance of heat budget, earth would be progressively hotter and will get progressively warmer or cooler. This exchange of energy between the earth and the sun is made possible by the complex process of radiation, and this is the reason the mean temperature of earth remains constant without any substantial variation whatsoever. And this you can understood well with the help that presume the insolation received at the top of atmosphere is 100 unit, while passing through the atmosphere some amount of energy is scattered, reflected and absorbed. Of the total 100 unit of solar radiation reaches over the earth's surface over the outer atmosphere, 35 unit return to the space. 35 unit means this roughly 35 unit are reflected back to the space before reaching the earth's surface. Out of this total 35 unit, 27 unit are reflected back by the clouds to the space. 2 units are directly reflected to the space by the Earth's land sea surface area, which is totally snow covered, and 6 units are scattered by the molecules of air present in the atmosphere and the fine dust particle. Out of rest of the amount means after 35 unit exit from the 100 unit is 65. Now what happened with this 65 unit? The remaining 65 unit are absorbed. Out of that 14 unit are absorbed within the atmosphere. Now out of 65, 14 have been absorbed by the atmosphere. Now 51 is left. 51 unit reaches to the surface and then radiate back to the space and atmosphere in form of terrestrial radiation. In all these 65 units absorbed by the atmosphere, Earth's surface became effective in heating the atmosphere. The atmosphere gets a larger part of its heat only indirectly. The fact that atmosphere heated mainly from the below is of great significance by this amount. And out of this, 50, out of 55 unit which reaches over the surface, this is called terrestrial radiation. 17 units are radiated back to the space directly, and left 34 unit, remaining 34 unit are absorbed by the atmosphere. This way you can see 48 unit, and when you see this diagram of heat budget, 48 unit are absorbed by the atmosphere, 14 from the incoming and 34 from the outgoing terrestrial radiation. This is equal to 48, and 52 units totally radiated back to the space. 35 is the albedo of Earth, this 6 scattered, and this 26/7 by cloud and 2 by ice covered area, that is 65. 35 plus 17 unit are directly reflected back to the space is 52%, right? So this is all about the solar radiation, this and the total radiation returned back to the space, 35 plus 17 is 35 albedo and 17 terrestrial radiation, right? And one more thing, the land water surface as a great heat reservoir, because large amount of ancient solar incident solar radiation is absorbed and stored, there is there to be released consequently to the atmosphere. If all solar energy absorbed at the earth's surface are radiated directly back to the space, the terrestrial heat budget would be simple affair, but the matter is very complicated. As the earth surface radiate, here you can see earth surface radiate as a black body, since absorb and radiate with nearly 100% efficiency for its temperature. Gases, on contrary, are selective absorber which are present in this atmosphere and radiator as well. The atmosphere, which is nearly transparent for the incoming long wave radiation and opaque to the outgoing terrestrial radiation, right? And in order to maintain the terrestrial heat balance, the solar radiation gained must be balanced by the same amount of radiated energy back to the space in form of long wave terrestrial radiation. And this balance between the short wave radiation and long wave radiation is heat budget, right? Thank you.